My player gave your brother work and watch him hustle nickels. You had a mom who smoked coke, for shit I understood you. But all these games you bitches playing, I ain't playing with you. Word got back to me, you doing bad. You doing bad, huh? And word got back to me, you bitches mad. You bitches mad, huh? And word got back to me that nigga. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, what's up? If you're not new to my channel, what's up? If you're made it, what's up? And if you're a baddie, what's up? And we're back here with another video. This part of my hair is really driving me out, but because I had the flexi rise in it since my last video, and it's like 2 days later, and like it's just super duper curly right now. It's just doing what it wanted to. And I just need that, you feel me? But it's doing, I don't know what's doing, but it's not giving me right now. But anyway, so in today's video, I feel like this might be a little too bright. Turn it down just a little bit, but yes, it's today. This is gonna get on my nerves the whole video. I don't want to deal with it. Okay, so yeah, today's video I'm gonna be, you feel me, telling y'all the worst thing a nigga has ever done to me. And it's not the worst thing, but this is one of the worst things a nigga has ever done to me. So yeah, so let's get into the video. So basically, let me give y'all a backstory on this channel. So basically, my V-taker, this nigga right here. So basically, back then when I was younger, like 8th grade and shit like that, I wasn't like, I used to be like, oh, he's cute, but I never was the type that was like, oh, person to have no boyfriend type shit in a relationship. Like, niggas was not on my mind. They wasn't my focus, basically. So eventually, once I did start, like, I want to say maybe like 9th grade, I knew him for a long time. Well, from then to now, I know him for a long ass time. Like, I'm talking years, probably like, bitch, but I want to say this is like 9 years. It's probably really 10 because I knew him before that, but like I never spoke to him. So anyway, I can't remember the time. This was probably around like 2011, 2012. If you know, you know, I was in this choir, not a church choir, but I was in this choir, whatever. And yeah, so so many people's gonna know who I'm talking about by saying this, but you know, it is what it is because we've all uncut on this channel. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, around like 2011, 2012 is when like he'll be around, but I never like really spoke to him. Like, we would just probably say hi and bye, if even that, but like we would be around each other more because at this point in time, you know, I'm glowing up, you feel me? Well, starting to glow. My glow ain't really happened till like 9th, 10th grade. I'm probably in the 8th grade, maybe around this time. Don't quote me on it because I don't remember. But I just remember, I want to say like 2012, like we'll be on our little van rides and shit, and sometimes he'd sit next to me and we would have like small conversation. And I don't know what it was, but if you know me, you know, brown and down, that's my type. Like, I loves me a nice brown skin, a nice chocolate. That's me. Like that's my type. So yeah, so yeah, he was dark skin or whatever case. I ain't gonna get into all that because if people don't know, they don't need to try to figure it out. Anyway, so I just started liking him. Like, I'm just like, he's so fucking cute, this and this to me. Like, so me and being me, I always been this type. Like, if I'm liking somebody, I'm gonna just, you feel me, I'm gonna shoot my shot when one way or another. I'm gonna go after like the nigga. Like, the fuck you mean? However, if I want it, I'm gonna try to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I would do my little slick shit, try to like little light flirting, cause like I said, niggas wasn't my focus back then, so I didn't really know what I was doing, but I still shoot my shot. So we going fast forward, maybe like a year later, maybe like a couple months later. I don't even remember how we started communicating and texting, but we started communicating, we started texting, we started talking, and blah blah blah. So I don't even know where to start. Like, it's so much. Like, this just started, like, I want to say the damage. This first person was the first person I took serious. This started the damage. This started everything to how I am now. Well, not now, because I changed, of course, to mature, but like some of that stuff still be affecting me to the day that I'm trying to get over. It's like a trigger, like that Janae Aiko song, Go Figures. You was the trigger, nigga. You was the trigger. If you watching this, I know you probably is, because I be seeing you on my Instagram story sometimes. You feel me with that problem. But yeah, so fast forward, so we was talking, we was getting serious, but like it never got to relationship thing, because like I said, we was getting like serious. So he would always like, well, not starting off, but like eventually he would ask me like, you know, to do it, and I'm like, no, like I'm not ready type shit, da 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 da. So in the midst of this, I guess he was going with some girl beforehand, and I guess she had moved or whatever the case, and then she came back to the city. So I was in this other thing, this other little like joint. It was called, I'm not even gonna say it was called, I was just in this other little program for like at the school. I was in this program and he was in the program, so we was in the choir and we was in a program together. And you know, I guess people knew like we were flirting, we was fucking with each other, but nobody really knew. But even like before that, in the choir, it was always another bitch. It was always another girl, y'all. It was always somebody else. I just never had the nigga to myself. Like, it was always somebody that was either talking to him, trying to fuck with him, or like him. And he would entertain, of course, because I mean, at the end of the day, that wasn't my nigga, so whatever. So basically, during that time in the choir, I guess he went with some girl, whatever the case. Then they broke up. Then boom. Then when I'm in this other school program, the main ex, I'm gonna say the main ex, she ended up, you know, coming back. And then he just kind of, I'm just blasting through the story so I can get to the main part, the main point of the joint. But basically, he just, she knew what she was doing. She found out, I guess, that men was fucking with each other. She knew what she was doing, you feel me? He just kind of slid me off to the side, and it was just like, we went from being real serious, and then he just went right back to the bed. I don't know too much of their history, so, you know, I can't really dwell on that. So yeah, basically he started fucking with her again. I believe, yeah, I think they started going back together again, blah blah blah. But me, bitch, we already deep in it. Like, we was so serious. It was just so much. I don't even remember so much because it was so long ago. But basically, it was always like, it was always another bitch. Like, he would always choose another bitch over me, basically. And I just, this is my first time, this is my first experience with like love and all that. So, you know, I don't know. Yes, I was a dumbass bitch back then. I really was a dumbass bitch. I was such a dumbass bitch, because it's just like I said in my other video, it was shit I was letting him do to me. But like, sometimes you be so blinded by stuff you don't peep. So anyway, fast forward to doing the do. I was ready, and I don't think he was with the girl at the time. It was like free game. I believe they wasn't together, or they might have been together. I don't know, but it was like, at first I kept telling him like, you know, stop flirting with me, stop trying to have these conversations with me and talking to me on this tight time. If you got a girlfriend, like, be loyal to her. Like, I would tell him that, like, be loyal to her. And then like, we would talk all the time as if we was best friends, but we wasn't like best friends. And he would always say stuff like, I talk to you and give you more attention than I do my girlfriend. They was together, because he said that. He was like, I talk to you and I give you more attention than I do my girlfriend, da, 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 and I treat you like my girlfriend, da, da, da. And me, like, in my mind, I'm just like, well, bitch, why am I not your girlfriend? Like, why am I not your girl then? So yeah, so basically, yeah, blah blah blah. So comes to doing the do, the day comes, you know, I just felt like I was ready to, you feel me, bust these joints or like this. I felt like I was ready, so that was just that on that. We did that on that, and that's that on that. So yeah, I'm gonna skip all that because that's a story time for another day. But anyway, fast forward a couple years later, we still fucking with each other. This might be around, this had to be like 11th grade now, probably 12th grade. So at this point, we was like on and off of like communicating, because he would blow my shit. I'm just like, all right, bitch, you got a girlfriend, fuck you, da 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 da. And then We always find our way back to each other. So annoying. So yeah, so it was one point in time he had run this fucking cruise or whatever. He had met this bitch. Mind y'all, we is fucking serious as shit. Like, we is really fucking serious. I'm thinking like, alright, bitch. He finally gonna cuff me type shit. I don't think he was with the ex anymore. Yeah, he wasn't with the ex anymore. But I'm like, alright, he finally gonna cuff me type shit. Like, this is my time to shine. You feel me? This is my time. Like, when they, you know, when they say it's not your time, yeah, I'm like, this is my time. Like, this is my time. This is about to be my man. Like, it's about to be my man. And not your man. And not your man or your man. My man. He met this bitch on a cruise, yo. He met this bitch on a fucking cruise. And I'm not like no hating ass bitch, but that bitch was combs. I tell you, combs, that bitch was so fucking ugly. But we not talking about it. Met this girl on a cruise and he started fucking with her, and I'm just like, just throw me to the side once again. So then this is the damage part right here. All that stuff was damaging too, but it's bits and pieces of the story that of course I didn't get to. But this is the real, like, this is the real where the damage starts. So one day I FaceTimed him and he don't pick up the phone. Somebody else picks up the phone. Another nigga picks up the phone. One of his friends picks up the phone, and I'm just like, hello, we gonna call the bull, the V taker. We're gonna call him Chocolate just because he was chocolate. So I'm like, where's Chocolate at? Like, hello. I don't even think it was FaceTime. It might have been a regular phone call. I'm just like, where's Chocolate? And he's like, oh, he over there. Da, da, da. And I'm like, well, can you give him the phone? And a friend, we gonna call the friend. Brownie. So I'm like, Brownie goes, oh, nah, I want to talk to you for a second. I want to tell you something. Da, da, da. He's sitting here, right? Mind you, Chocolate is in the room, but Brownie sitting here spitting game to me like, da, 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 and I want you, and you cute, and this and this and that, and I really want you, and I don't know why you focusing on him when he keep focusing on all these other people that are just talking all this rah-rah shit, right? And Chocolate's in the room. So I overhear him on the phone with a bitch. And I just knew it was a bitch from the cruise. I'm not stupid. He's on the phone with a bitch from the cruise, boo up in the background. And you got your mans right here on the phone talking about, well, he be doing you dirty and this and this and that. This and that. Spitting game to me. And this nigga don't give a fuck. So I'm just like, no, I don't want to, like, give Chocolate the phone. You feel me? Da, 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 da. So he's like, I asked him and he said it was cool. This is what blew me, because this wasn't the first time that when a nigga wanted to fuck with me because they knew I was fucking with Chocolate, that they would sit there and be like, oh, I asked Chocolate for permission. First of all, even if I wanted to fuck with another nigga, what you asking him for permission for to fuck with me? Like, what you asking him for permission for? I never understood that. Like, the fuck? I'm my own person. You don't gotta ask nobody permission, especially if we not together. It was like the nigga owned me on a sneak tip. Like, basically, the fuck, I did whatever. Anytime the nigga called, I'm fucking running, bitch. I'm sprinting. I'm talking about Usain Bolt marathon coming. But anyway, so I hear him boot up in the back, and now I'm just dried out. My feelings hurt and shit. Cause I'm just like, this nigga really on the phone. Talk about he asked him and he said yes. So I'm just like, basically, you gave me away. That's the damage. The nigga gave me away. That sparked everything. Like, that's something I will never forget. It's gonna follow me for the rest of my motherfucking life. The nigga gave me away, and it wasn't the first time he gave me away. This wasn't the first friend. I'm talking about a close friend. This wasn't the first friend that spit game me like, well, I asked Chocolate and he said it was okay. And that nigga just literally handed me over like I'm just any John to your man. And I'm just like, bro, what type time? What type time is this? Like, what do you think this is? The nigga gave me over like I was just a piece of fucking trash. It said, here you go. Here she is. Doop, 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 dot, dot, dot. And I just be like, my feelings were so hurt, yo. I'm just sitting there like, It's like the 5th time because, yo, I just knew it was my time to fucking shine, yo. I just knew it was my time. I'm talking about me and this nigga on the phone 25. I'm talking about, you know them phone calls that'll be like 15 hours long, bitch. Yes, that's us. Falling asleep on FaceTime. Get up, I go to school. Because he graduated the year before me. So was it the year before me? Yeah, the year before me. I get up, go to school. We on the phone, bitch. I'm taking tests. This nigga's on the phone. Like, even when he was on the cruise, he's on the phone when he had service. We were on the phone every day, 25/8. And I'm thinking I'm finna get cuffed soon, and you just go fuck with some random bitch that you can't see, because I think she lived in fucking Maryland or something, or East Bumblefuck, when I'm right here, nigga. I'm right here. Here. And he just threw me to the side, y'all. That was literally one of the worst things a nigga ever did to me, because it stuck to me and it traumatized me, because it made me feel like, one, I wasn't good enough. Like, why is always another bitch over me? Like, why? That's how I felt, because it always was. It was, you cuff everybody else, but when it comes to me, it's just like, what the fuck is you waiting for? Like, why are you doing all this? Treat me like I am your girl, this and this and that, but you just won't cut me. Like, yo, I just never understood. We was literally just like, you just want to fuck all the time and then treat me like your girlfriend, but don't never cuff me. But then you complain to me about other females and this and this and that, and want to say this cat is juicy and, you feel me, it's better. So what is it? Is it the history that you got with these bitches? Because we could build a new history. That's the type of time I was on. So that stuck to me. It still sticks to me to this day, because even like niggas after him, it's just like, it brings me back to that. Like, if I get over it and something happens, it brings me back to that place. Like, you giving me away. So anytime a nigga do that, like, if we fucking with each other and then, you feel me, your mans or somebody want to fuck with me and you give me away, that just takes me back for a quick little moment. That takes me back to that place, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Because obviously what I thought we had the fuck going on wasn't as serious as, it wasn't as serious as I thought. Because I'm just like, why? Like, why do that to me? I ain't gonna get that. I'm such a nice girl, yo. I'm so nice, so sweet. Why do all of that to me when I ain't never do you wrong? I ain't never do nothing like that. So that was one of the worst things a nigga ever done, because he done it more than once. Then after him, he definitely wasn't the first nigga that did that to me. And he's actually one of the people, like, he tried to reach out to me a couple times, like, after the fact, like, years later. But he's somebody's just like I told him, I'm like, I'm not mad at you no more. I'm not mad at the situation, but it's just like, I forgive you, even though you never really apologized for it. I forgive you. That's something I'm never going to forget. And it's like, I ain't mad at you, but I'm cool without you in my life. Like, I don't want you in my life. I don't want us to be friends. I don't want us to, I just don't. You just somebody I just can never let back in my life. Like, I just can't. Because that was just like literally the start of the shit that I went through after that when it comes to niggas. That like I said, I'm still like, y'all gotta feel to realize, I ain't even just gonna put this on niggas, because I know bitches be doing shit to niggas and be turning niggas into fucking terrible pieces of things on this earth. But what y'all gotta understand, what y'all do to somebody can really damage and traumatize a motherfucker if they really love you and you sit here acting like you really love them back, and like the love not there. Like, you should know, because you know your first, like your little first real love, whatever the case, that joint hit you. But looking back now, I always say, like, I don't know if that was my first love, and I only say that because I feel like that was probably really my first attachment. And the only reason why sometimes I like be up and down with whether that's my first love or not is because when I got with my ex and then like after we broke up, boy, that heartbreak from his heartbreak was like a totally different type of situation. Like that was a whole different feeling. I just knew with my ex, I'm like, yes, I was in love with that nigga. Looking back, I'm like, maybe I was just really attached to chocolate because like that was my first, you feel me, my first nigga. Like that was the first nigga I started liking for real. The first nigga I did some serious with, took my virginity, and yeah. So I'm cool now. Like I'm cool now to this day, but that's just like one of those things the nigga ever did to me. I'll never forget it. I will never forget it. Like I will never forget it because anytime like something, I won't say goes wrong, or if I'm feeling like a nigga is choosing some bullshit over me, it's just like it takes me back to that place. It's just like something I'm just never gonna understand. I don't understand it. Like I ain't gonna understand it, but yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. But thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment so what y'all want to see, what kind of content y'all want to see. But I thank y'all. And yeah, don't forget to share the video with y'all friends. Stay tuned for the next video.